This is an anonymous stream. Nobody knows who I am, but I have to let the world know that NZXT is a scam. In case you didn't know. It's breaking news. It's totally not old. Yeah. I didn't watch Gamers Nexus or anything like that.
Okay. Now, first of all, I gotta say that this came out of nowhere.
Psych. I don't know what I'm doing. We're just gonna watch the Gamer Nexus stuff. We're going to address the controversy that has already been addressed because, I don't know. I guess I'm bored. Anyway, we'll get started soon. Okay, that's a long enough wait. So let's see if I can get the thing shared at all. Sort of. We're sort of shared up here. All right, so NZXT is a scam. The end. I mean, you know, scam. Like, is everything that they have and that they've sold ever a scam? Well, no, of course not. But they are deeply involved in something that is very scammy, you know? That they shouldn't be involved in. And that at the very least, when called out on it, they should be willing to be, you know, obscenely I don't know, apologetic and or like, oh, we'll change everything. Thank you for pointing this out. Even if that in and of itself is a lie, technically, because like, I don't know, how can you say this? Like, the lie is already built in that they're lying because, because they're pretending they don't understand that it's kind of misleading or deceptive. Like, but this happens a lot, even in people in like everyday life. People will do things that is dishonest, disingenuous, and lying from one angle or another. They will do those things while supremely under the belief, the self-belief, that they're doing no wrong, because they will themselves into a state of ignorance, right? They, you know, they smell their own farts, as the old saying goes, so much that there can be no self-reflection that is, you know, in a evolutionary way, I guess, where they can evolve or adapt or get better, right? If they get better or adapt, they do it silently. Because to do it outspoken or transparent or honestly would mean to admit that they were ever fucking wrong to begin with. And that is a flaw that is in every facet of life. It's not just businesses. It's not just politics. It's not just whatever the fuck thing you hate. It's everything. You know, relationships, friendships, family, business that's like personal, like, you know, like your work is a personal business, right? Even if you work for someone else's business, you have a kind of business relationship with that place. No matter how personal you want to make it, at the end of the day, unless they're stupid, if you cost them money, they will sever ties with you. Right? Because it's business. But all of those are infected with that style of a problem. the problem of people who will lie to themselves first before they ever lie to any of us. And that's kind of the feeling I get from a lot of these like big company dramas, you know, or even political ones or whatever. But like, you know, we're in the tech stuff right now, so tech stuff is primarily business related, you know. There's science and technology in there too, but you know, the main reason 99% of us are even into tech stuff is because of the business reason, right? We're either buying these things, so we're partaking in the business because we want the new GPU or whatever the fuck it is, right? Or we're you know, arguing about what's the best, which in some cases is because of the marketing of these different things, which is also business. When I see these CEOs like like Mr. Ho, is that his name? Ho? Oh man, that's not right. I'm going to hell for that. But whatever. So when I see his response and many other companies, it's not just him. Like he's not a you know, a renegade that is unique to the world. Like lots of CEOs and companies do this. I see someone who I absolutely guarantee lies to themselves daily. Like their entire mentality is a lie to themselves. And don't get me wrong, maybe he's done great things and good things. Maybe he's an awesome family person. Maybe he's, you know, good to his siblings or his parents or his, you know, if he has children, maybe he's very good to them, whatever. But like from the relationship that we have with this person, a business one, in that realm, he lies to himself daily. Because for him to come out and just not even see, like even if he was dumb, right, as the CEO of this company, and he was just blindsided by all these other fucking parts of his company that created the rental process that was so wrong that Gamers Nexus pointed out. Even if he was just blindsided, dumb, ignorant, whatever, like seeing the information now, an honest person, although they might be cautious from a legal standpoint, would say, you know what, there's some validity to pointing out, like at the very least, an honest person, even if they were trying to be coy and cautious, would say, you know what, everything could be improved. So I can't reveal everything right now at this moment. And I'm just gonna be honest with you, it's for legal reasons. I don't know what's going on. I from every facet and every angle. I actually don't even know who frontlined this idea to do this thing to begin with. Like someone who just says that, but then says, but everything can be improved, and we appreciate all the stuff that's pointed out. And if any of this stuff is valid and real, then we absolutely should, you know, make improvements. And at the very least, even if it was not real at all, we can still take notes from this and improve our website, our business practices, or whatever, right? So I really feel like that's what you see when you look at his response. He is definitely not honest with himself, because he comes off as like he just can't even see that there would be any problem with any of this stuff. Like that's his response, what it feels like. So anyway, I guess we should get into, let's see, credit where credit's due. The main people who get the credit for this, Gamers Nexus. Hopefully that's clear and I don't have too much blur on any of my streams. Shout out to all the multi-stream bursts. Welcome to the Dude Network. And I am even involved in the controversy to a 0.00000000001% factor Like, that's how meaningless the amount of views I get are. But I recently, because I thought it was funny, and I thought the fact that the timing is just, come on, it's just too good not to be funny. I uploaded the unboxing and then like a soft review. It's not really a review. I don't have any data. I don't have any. I was literally unboxing the product and testing the fitment. And then later I'll have some videos that show me installing the product. So I'm installing, unboxing, whatever, an all-in-one liquid cooler that's by NZXT. So the good that I'll get from the comments that were saying, oh, why are you promoting NZXT? The good from that is that it just makes me, like, you know, jump out here and make these statements. Yeah, the scam bullshit company. The personalities that promoted it, like really promoted it, yeah, they did some fucked up promotion. I never said that it was the greatest cooler on the planet. But these people were telling you how great it would be to be involved in that rental program, right? Like, that's real promotion that, like, is a little bit too front heavy. You know what I mean? They told you that you could win a Fortnite tournament and pay for it. You know, like, just buy it outright and return the rental, and, you know, you're only out like $200 or whatever that month's payment was, you know. Well, no, some of them were saying you could get these badass rigs for $50 to $60 a month, which is no. Let's look at the Gamers Nexus video. Look at their video. You're not getting a badass fucking PC for $60 a month. The PlayStation, like the PS5 Pro, is a better deal than that. You could have a fucking Fortnite and streaming career with the PS5 Pro for $700 and be in a way better place than whatever the fuck NZXT is selling you as far as a subscription. So yeah, you know. So anyway, that's what I want to do right now. I'm just giving the credit. So this is like a follow-up video. NZXT says we're confused, quotation mark. But this is the video right here. Let's see. Hopefully my tabs show up too. So I'm going to click to the tab. Yay! It does. All right.
Because NZXT's service provider,
so I've watched this probably 3 times, maybe 4. But 3 solid, full, all the way through times I've watched it. The 4 is there because, you know, I've watched pieces of it, you know, separately over and over. But, man, like, there's been times where I wasn't like I've always liked Gamers Nexus, but there have been times where I wasn't like into watching their shit. But it's shit like this where I was like, okay, fuck yes. Definitely badass group. Like I used to, like, I guess my tech tubing watching mythos over the last few years, don't be wrong, there's some ancient stuff from way back in the day, like Newegg type stuff I used to watch when they had some personalities, like the Wolverine guy. What the fuck's his name? That he looked like Wolverine. He was some tech dude, like way back when. And even before that, some tech people I watched, even more ancient than that I don't have the brain cells to recollect at the moment. But within the last like 2 to 3 years, the beginning of that era was very heavy with I'd say like Linus Tech Tips, and then maybe a tie for second place would be like a Gamers Nexus and Jay's 2 Cents. And then lower than that would be, and this is not what I thought was the best, this is just what I consumed, like in order of what I consumed the most. And then lower than that would have been, let's see here, like the Hardware Canucks and the British Norwegian guy. I can't remember what the fuck his name is. Anyway, you know, they would be lower on the tier where I wouldn't really recognize fully their name or their company, but I would watch their stuff. But like as the years have progressed and Gamers Nexus has done stuff like this, I've like they have shot to the top. And then watching like Linus Tech Tips kind of tiptoe around these issues because of segue to sponsor, you know, can't fuck that up. Watching them do that has kind of like dropped them, you know, a few notches. I still watch their stuff. I mean, it's really, really good videos, really good content. But you know, at the end of the day, you know, integrity matters too. I think we should all like make that part of it. You either admit that what you're consuming is pure entertainment and you should not give any kind of like serious scientific whatever impartial whatever credit to. Either admit that it's pure entertainment, or you have to like move on and say, well, I can't watch you as much because you're not as full of integrity, right? You can't. I just don't feel you can be honest with yourself and do both, right? So for me, a lot of times some of these tech tubers are pure entertainment, right? But this is what integrity looks like, my dudes. It's like when they do that, like obviously they lost, and that doesn't mean that they're the fucking greatest people on the planet. I don't fucking know these people, you know. It's just like, you don't know me. You could say, that Jones, yeah, I like because he likes and hates the same things as me. That means he's a good guy. I could fucking be horrible. And then vice versa. You might dislike me based purely on what I like or dislike. And then I could be really good, but you're hating on me anyway. I don't know. So anyway, point being, they shot up to the consumption time for me a lot more in recent times. Jay's 2 cents is kind of like floated in the middle. I personally, I kind of like his content and his group. Like I just, you know, I gravitate to his style of content a lot more. But I can't, you know, it's because sometimes he's all about the numbers and sometimes he's just common sense style. You know what I mean? So I can't really, it wouldn't be the same kind of thing here. I have not watched his confronting the CEO about this. So don't cancel me if it was a bad confrontation. And also don't, you know, if it was a good confrontation, then awesome, thumbs up to him. I have no fucking clue. That's a long video to be like sitting down with that guy who we've seen in lots of other facets basically be oblivious to whatever the fuck. Like I don't care. Like if you just remove Steve and Gamers Nexus from the equation and you just look at their website, which again, Gamers Nexus and Steve pointed this out, but I'm just saying, if you just went to the archives and looked at their website at, you know, before they scrubbed it and cleaned it, and even now it's still kind of wonky. But if you go there and it's like, do not give me a PC that says it's called Flex One, like, and it has these specs, and it costs this price to buy, and then give me the option to be like, well, you don't have the money to buy? Well, we have a rental/subscription based service where you could just pay low monthly fees or, you know, medium amount fees to have this, and there's no strings. You can send it back anytime you want, and all you owe us is whatever that month was, right? Don't do that. And then when I click that down in the specs, it clicks over to a lower tier GPU or lower tier CPU or both, right? But then they both have the same exact model name of your PC build. Garbage, absolute garbage. Like that alone to me would be cancel NZXT. That alone. Like they don't need to have the prices bad. They could have fair prices. Like they could have a 14900K with a 4090 for $60 a month, which would be an amazing deal. But they could have that, which they don't. They don't. I'm just saying, they could have that. But if when I click from buying to subscription, and then that page, the details change, and now I have a 4080 and not a 4090, cancel this shit. Cancel them. Do not fucking believe a damn thing they say ever, unless they come out and say, we're very sorry, that was a huge mistake, we're going to lower the prices of anybody that got the Flex 1 thinking it was this spec, but it switched when they did the rental. Everybody gets a discount on their rental. We're sorry, we've updated the website. If they do that, then okay, you know, mistakes happen. They didn't do that. The CEO or owner or whatever the fuck the JH guy is basically acted like, oh, I don't see anything, no, but then they changed everything. Why are you changing your website if there was nothing wrong? All right, anyway.
They were investigating
So
NZXT's and manipulative
let's add
PC
this
rental practices. Because of this investigation, we decided to terminate a $23,000 ad
oh wait,
campaign
I did the
that
time.
NZXT
How do you
had queued
like
up
add this
for,
without
and
getting the time?
NZXT has been notified now. This
Share?
is a rental computer, and NZXT's rental program
Yay, there we go.
belongs somewhere
Alright, so
behind me.
now-
We ran the numbers. Over 5 years, one of their computers at $259
wait, what?
per
Okay,
month
got it,
rental
yes, whatever.
would cost you approximately
Paste.
$15,540 for
What is
a
all
little
this?
over $2,000 worth of
Your
parts
ticket.
and with zero ownership. For the
Oh,
same
I
price,
can't do
you
it
could
from
buy
inside of
7
here? Alright,
equivalent
whatever.
pre-builts
Fuck.
in
I gotta
those
do it
5
over
years.
here.
But it's not just a bad deal.
Okay.
NZXT's predatory program silently
So yeah, I know the audio's not
that share the
good,
same
but
name
I don't
when
want to
moving
play
from
their
purchase,
video
which often has better
and not give them a view. I just want you to know the 5 of you out there, or however many views this gets. You know, if I get 5 views or I get like 1,000 views, however many views this live stream / video gets, that's fine. If it's 5, so be it. I want you to know Gamers Nexus exists. Go watch them. Go check out this video specifically, which I'm going to try to share in the chats everywhere. And then I'm also going to try to put in the live stream title. How do you get back to fucking YouTube? Like, I got too many things going on at the same time. And then I need the history. Yeah, here we go. Then we gotta go here. Oh, you hear that? And then I need share again. Fuck. And then I copy. Yay. Okay. Woo. Control V. Okay. All right. Gamers Nexus NZXT is a scam video. Is awesome. Please watch. How do you wait? What? My pinky doesn't like me right now. There we go. All right, and then we control V, right? Send. All right, now we have something we can control C, and we can send this out everywhere. V, go. This is going to double up in a lot of places. My apologies. Because it is. And sorry if you're on a platform that's not YouTube. This is all in related to, you know, what our videos are available on YouTube. So my apologies in case some people are like, you know, they don't want to watch that. I get it. It's okay. Let me close that. Restream. Kick. Yeah, there you go. Paste. Chat it. So, and I guess some of this is a response because I actually got comments on my all-in-one liquid cooler, NZXT liquid cooler unboxing videos. On a small channel like me, I got comments of people like upset that I was promoting NZXT, and so it's like, no, I don't think I am, but you know, in case I did accidentally convince somebody that NZXT is awesome with my fucking shitty ass unboxing, and in case that happened and you got convinced, this is my response to tell you, no, don't. And I am multi-streaming, and I'm going to every thing, and I'm posting the link over and over. Where's my live? Wait, what? How do you edit the description of something? Paste. Okay. At. Okay. Save. Alrighty. So anyway, and by the way, like the videos I did of unboxing, like, which I'll show that now, I guess. So anyway, this is not something to be ruined. You should experience this yourself. But to summarize, NZXT has a flex rental program where in this rental program, like many and most and all, if it's a true rental program, you don't own the product. There are some programs that are called rent to own, where it is possible, which most of those are very bad deals, but it is possible in some of those that, you know, aren't obvious straight up scams, but if they're a true rent to own, some of those you can eventually own the thing you're renting. It's almost like financing it, but at probably in most cases much higher prices than what a credit card or a financing thing would be, right? But it's for those people that maybe don't have credit, or their credit is really bad, or whatever, right? I don't fucking know every case that it would be, but there are programs where you can, you know, start out renting it or leasing it, and then eventually it's worked into the contract that if you do certain amount of payments or certain amount of conditions or certain amount of time, that those payments or a portion of them can be converted into a financing or a ownership situation for you. This is not that. This is a pure rental subscription that they're offering. The Flex program is 100% you own nothing. In fact, it's so bad that it's as if NZXT was renting you refrigerators. The contract that NZXT made for this thing means that not only do you not own the refrigerator you're renting for NZXT, you don't own the food that you put in the refrigerator, right? Because as Gamers Nexus points out, and again, all this info is from Gamers Nexus. There's no original Jonesy thought here. But all of the info you put on your computer, they own as well. Everything you use it for, they own. They have nothing in their contract that says that they will try, as far as I'm aware, that they will try to wipe the drive for you. And then, you know, maybe they have a little clause that says, you know, we're not responsible if your data gets stolen by the next person we sell it to. No. They say they own all of your shit, including any information you give them to be part of the rental program, like IDs, credit cards, whatever, right? I don't know if that's normal, right? Like, I understand that some programs, whether it be rental or financing or whatever, I understand I have to prove who I am in a lot of those. I have to offer some form of payment, which might be a credit card, debit card, gift card. I don't fucking know, but some kind of card that's like tied to money that I have or had or will have. And so I understand that exists, but I didn't know that a lot of these contracts from these unscrupulous companies are basically saying that they own the info you gave them, rather than just the contracts and stuff saying that, well, we don't own it. We just use it to, you know, make your payments, or to do a credit check because, you know, we're kind of financing you, or we use it to, I don't know. It doesn't make any sense. Like, everything about this thing is bad. Okay. So again, before we go to my video, that means that they are a bad business. And they have a scam. I don't know. Like, what do you call it? Like, their whole plan is a scam? Like, what do you mean? Their strategy? No. Their program is a scam, right? But that doesn't necessarily mean that the products that they make are bad, right? So, like, I don't like this pitchfork mentality. Like, don't get me wrong. If I'm sponsored by NZXT, if I'm making money off of affiliate links, etc., then maybe, you know, it's warranted to come after me, even though I only get, you know, who fucking knows how many views I get on this. Like, how many people are watching now? What, 4? I got 4 viewers. Maybe, it's hard to calculate. Like, I have 4 to 10 viewers, okay, over like that many different streaming platforms that I'm multi-streaming to. So I don't have a lot of reach, but at the same time, you know, ethics are ethics and integrity is integrity. But at the same time, like, what is the pitchforking against me doing an unboxing on a liquid cooler that happens to be branded NZXT, that I picked up at a brick and mortar store because A, it was on sale, B, it was in stock and available and on the shelf, C, I needed something that day, D, it had the biggest screen because I wanted that fucking you know, RGB addict right here. I want my screen to put memes and shit and anime on it for me. Blah blah blah. But here's the kicker. I just, you know, I installed it. I built a computer. I put that in there, right? But that's not what's in it now. That is, I don't know if you recognize that style. I know it kind of looks similar, like the Corsair products have a similar kind of a water block cap with a fan, you know, accessory. That is the Arctic, and it's a 420. You can see barely, but those are the big fans. Those are the on the 420 radiator. There's 3 140 fans. So I've upgraded, which I upgraded not because of the controversy of NZXT. You know, some of my videos I'm slow to edit, so most of my videos are a bit later. They're uploaded past the time that I actually did the thing. So I upgraded before there was any controversy. I just upgraded because it wasn't cooling as good as I wanted it to, even though I wasn't having huge problems with it. It wasn't like that. It wasn't defective or anything. And Arctic is a company that I love. I don't really love NZXT. I don't fucking care. I just grabbed the cooler. I don't give a shit. In fact, the things I hate about NZXT is that before this controversy is I hated that they went into keyboards and mice, and you know, it's like, the fuck, just make good coolers and shit in cases, motherfuckers. What are you doing? I don't care. But you know, that's just me being a non-NZXT fanboy. I'm not I don't care about them. But anyway, so I upgraded to Arctic because that is one of the ones I'm kind of a fanboy for. Way back, for a long time, I've used their products. Even GPU coolers, I've used Arctic stuff. And, you know, their prices are so good that you literally just, you pick, like some other companies, you have to sometimes pick the liquid cooler based on your budget. Because if you try to get their 360s or their 420 AIO liquid cooling setups, the price goes nuts, right? But not with Arctic. With Arctic, the prices are so close together, you pick what fits in your case and what your preference is, right? Because it's very close. It was not that much more to get the 420 than the 360. And the 360 wasn't that much more than the fucking 280/240, whatever, right? Also, the thing I like about Arctic is you don't really need a software. There's no software to worry about, you know? I mean, obviously there's no LCD screen, okay? But, you know, having that, I learned that I don't care about the LCD screen, and it sucked when, you know, maybe it doesn't work, or, you know, you got to reset it because, you know, something happened, whatever, your software got corrupted. I don't know. So what I care about is, you know, does it cool? Does it look good? Yes. This one looks good. I like that. So anyway, so I already upgraded to that, but I just haven't got to the point of releasing the video. So let me go to my channel. Oh look, I'm live. Oh yeah, that's right. Okay, so let's go videos. All right, let's look at the short first. So here's my short, and I don't know how loud or low it's gonna be. Yeah. So in this short, I complain about two things. Again, all this was done before NZXT became a you know, an expose by Gamers Nexus. This was recorded before that. But anyway, so unboxing it, my first complaint was no, three complaints. My first complaint is that the fans weren't installed, which is petty. But that's me. I'm petty as fuck. I didn't want to have to deal with that. But it's good that it's not installed because, you know, everybody has maybe a different orientation of whether they want push-pull or double fans or fans outside the case or onto the radiator or whatever, right? Front side, top side, back side, you know, flip it, whatever. But anyway, I complained about that. I also complained about the mass amount of fucking wires that they could have consolidated into like one or something, but there's a fuck ton of wires, which I didn't like. But there's other things that have wires. I mean, the Arctic one has, you know, a decent bit of wiring, but some of their wiring they put in, you know, like in the sleeving of the water lines. So that's a little different there. And then I also complained that they probably used the shittiest thermal paste ever. And then the dab that they put on it, like a quarter size dab, is not as big as like, I'm putting it on a 5950X AMD. So it's not as big as the actual fucking IHS or whatever the fuck that's called. I point that out too, which someone also, you know, tried to tell me, oh, well, you don't need that much thermal paste. Yes, that's true. That's true. You don't. Okay. But that's when you put like thermal paste yourself, and the thermal paste you use has good spreadability and it has the right thinness so that when you compress it down with the water block or whatever, the fucking heat sink or whatever you're installing, it spreads out evenly and smoothly and easily compared to the pressure or mounting pressure that you specifically put on it. most of these fucking things that have the pre-applied thermal paste, these liquid coolers, most of them are thick pastes that do not spread well. That's why they put a, like, you would never put that much thermal paste as a dot on your fucking CPU ever. If you like fucking did that, like, you just wouldn't need that, right? But the reason they do it on theirs is because they use thicker paste that stay in place through the shipping, through it being on the store shelf, through it being in a warehouse, through the heat of a UPS truck or whatever the fuck, right? That shit doesn't move or melt or anything. Doesn't fucking drip, nothing. It's thick. So it takes a lot of mounting pressure to spread some of those. You know, and obviously it depends on what the company used. So if they're gonna do that, I feel like they should just fucking plaster it with a good fucking like silver dollar size instead of a quarter size, you know, because the quarter side, if it doesn't spread good, then you just have this thick ass paste keeping your water block away from the fucking IHS, and then it doesn't spread to every corner of the CPU, right? Unless it has good spreadability. So anyway, so I complained about all that. Probably need that. Well, the fans aren't installed. That makes me angry. So obviously I'm amateur. Obviously I don't know. Oh my you know. God. It is a fucking wire mess. Wire mess. Fans not installed. So, like, maybe eventually one day I'll get to the point where I can, you know, advise people better. But right now, no, I'm just starting out. What the hell? That is a chunky ass fucking water block or whatever the hell. Jesus, but it does have the thermal paste. Like, see what I'm saying? Like, it's just that little bit there, but does it spread good? I don't know. Maybe. What the fuck? It better squish out, man, because what the fuck? I'm telling you what, the Arctic one, I did my own thermal paste, and I spread it myself. Okay, a lot of you don't like that, right? Okay, whatever. People fight and get mad about that all the time. I spread it myself, and it's cooling a lot better, obviously, because it's a 420. But also, like, I don't have the same hotspots that I had before. And hotspots aren't... Usually, hotspots are not the size of your radiator. Hotspots usually have to do with the actual contact you have with the water block, right? Especially if there's a big difference. And I was having, with this one, I was having a big difference between, you know, like core 7 and core 4 or whatever the fuck it is, you know what I mean? Like, there were cores that had like big differences, even when they were under similar loads, you know, like a load that was hitting multiple cores. And that could be because of, one, this one has an offset to target the chiplets, and two, putting my own paste made it even everywhere rather than this one just in the center. So anyway, I'm not promoting them. I don't wish to promote NZXT. Oh, let's go there again. I don't wish to promote them at all. Please don't cancel me. And then this is my full-length video where there's an EVGA motherboard. RIP, rest in peace, EVGA. That I'm trying to fit. And in the beginning I'm just unboxing it. And you know, I'm saying what I like or I don't like about the product. I don't think I have a lot to say about the company. This is purely a product thing. This is a product I have because I bought it at a store. I didn't even order it on like Amazon. This is something I physically went to a store, they had it on the shelf. I got rewards points, I used coupon, I got discount, and it was on sale. Why not? Now, would I have done the same thing if I saw, you know, like if this was like recent that I bought this? Like I bought this months ago, right? Would I buy it? No. I'm like, would I now buy an NZXT thing? Nah. No way. I would not buy an NZXT. Am I mad at somebody if they buy an NZXT thing? No. Now, if someone says the rental program is awesome, yeah, now I'm mad at you. Yeah. If someone says Flex is amazing, yeah, I'm mad at you. If someone says, yeah, I use Flex, yeah, you're right, it's not a good deal, but it's just something I did, it works for me. No, I'm not mad at that person. But if you're a TikToker telling me that I can win a Fortnite tournament in a month and then buy my own $4,000 PC with the winnings and my career is off, yeah, I'm mad at you because that's fucking stupid. Damn. That's an ugly case, to be honest. I think a lot of us like this Cooler Master case because, I don't know, it's different. Sometimes you like things just because they're different. But anyway, that's all that video was. It's no big deal. Just an unboxing and then trying to test if can it fit with the motherboard. You see, I'm just trying to see if the thing I picked up at the store, and this video, all this was recorded like months ago. Can the wires clear? And then I have some videos I'm gonna release on Tuesday that show me doing something else really dumb. That's gonna be like the theme of my channel is Jones does dumb things. Oh, would you look at that? What's this? What's this at the end of my video? Okay. Steve says NZXT is a scam. No, really? Good job, Gamers Nexus. One of the most awesome tech channels. They used to call him Tech Jesus. Also, up here I have something else. Oh, look at that. Recommending the Gamers Nexus video. Look in the description. Gamers Nexus. Gamers Nexus video says, do not buy NZXT. But I shouldn't have to lie. If someone says, what product did you install in your stream build? Well, that's the thing I installed. That's what I used. Did it work good or did it not work good? Yeah, it worked pretty good. I mean, it wasn't the best. Right now I have what I think is the best, which is the Arctic 420 RGB all-in-one liquid cooler. Right now I have the best, in my opinion. Did I think this was the best cooler? Even back then? No. No, back then, I still thought Arctic had the best coolers because I had another build that was my gamer build before I gave it to my daughter, where I had a 14900K. And in that one, I had the Liquid Freezer 2 420 RGB liquid cooler. And I thought that was the best cooler I'd ever used. The end, bar none, done. And I've used every brand you can imagine, right? So when I wanted to upgrade this streamer build and improve the cooling and change the case so that I could fit, because it's a different case now. It's not that same case. You can't put a 420 in that case. My first choice was Arctic. And since I had time to wait for shipping and ordering things, and Arctic was, you know, on back order and things like that, but I had time to wait. I didn't need to go to a store and just settle for whatever the fuck the store had in stock. I ordered what I wanted, which is an Arctic. This was just, it was on the shelf and I was like, whoa, that's a fucking big ass LCD screen. I bet I could put All Might up on that motherfucker and have me some anime, right? But I found I didn't look at it that much, so it was kind of a waste. So when it was time to upgrade that son of a bitch, I was more than happy to go out and get this fucking, this Arctic one. I was way more than happy to do that. I was super happy. So anyway, thanks for chilling and lurking and watching, and you know, a couple of you came out to chat. I appreciate it. So anyway, this is not a hate or complaint on comments or thumbs ups and thumbs downs or whatever, right? I just wanted to say that yeah, I get it. Yeah, NZXT is a scam. They should not be rewarded. I agree. They should not get any sales. You know, unless, you know, don't get me wrong, should we allow for forgiveness on things? I think we should. You know, if a company, a person, or whatever truly turns around, then yeah, you know, it's fine. You know, we should say, well, don't let it happen again. But as of right now, as far as I know, unless they've done that sufficiently, and you know, every buyer make your own decisions. You know, you're an individual, it's your money, you do whatever the fuck you want with it. But unless they've done it sufficiently for you to say, oh, we shouldn't be scamming people, and our rental program, you know, even to me, it would even be good enough if they would have came out and said, we fucked up and we're sorry, it wasn't on purpose. Even if that's a lie, because maybe it was on purpose, right? But if they would have immediately said that and said, we really screwed this up, the website is trash, the way you can switch between buying and subscription, all that was trash, it switched the specs on people, we're going to make sure those people get discounts and refunds on what they've already paid on those subscriptions to match better the fact that in their mind they thought they were getting 4090 level of a performance, but we switched them to a 4080 super, right? You know, which by the way, I'm super stoked. I want a new GPU so fucking bad. I do. It's just, it's wrong. I have a 3080 Ti. It's plenty good. I'm blessed to have that. But man, it's that damn thing that happens to us sometimes where it's like we just get the wants, and I want a GPU. I do. Would I get a GPU from NZXT PC build? Like, would I do that? Ah, man, if I did, I would never tell anybody. Like if they had an amazing sale, like if the 5000 series GPUs are no good, or they're not as good as we hope they will be, or if they cost what some are saying is going to be $5,000 for a 5090. If that all happens, then I would want a 4090 maybe, right? If you can get one for a good price. And sometimes the best way to get a 4090 for a good price is to buy a pre-built system that has a 4090. Because if you try to buy a 4090 by itself, sometimes you're literally almost the price of the actual entire pre-built, which is fucking stupid to me. That's insane. So if NZXT had that, maybe if, you know, like let's say they had a pre-built that had, it was like 2,500 and it had a 4090. Yeah, but they're not going to do that. Because they're fucking scammers. And scammers don't offer you better deals unless there's something fucked up about it. Right? Alright, so we did that. Let's go back. End it by showing.
Better components. So
there's Gamers Nexus again.
That people don't notice the downgrade.
Yeah. See.
Performance benchmarks are a misrepresentation.
How do you go back?
That people don't notice that even though the GPU should be 15 name when moving from purchase, which often has better components, to rental. We think they're
Yeah, see, this is what I was talking about. Like, it's not just the 4090 spec flex. Which one is this? 3 prime parts. No. All right, well, whatever this build was, right? The buying side of it, which again, there's people selling, there's companies, like even Amazon is selling 4090s when they get them in stock for $2,200 or like $2,700. I don't care if it has a liquid cooler on it. That is, like, Amazon should be called out for that. Amazon themselves, ships from and sold by Amazon, was selling a $1,700 MSI 4090 for $2,700 that they had in stock. Not like it was back ordered and this and that. Eventually it sold out because I don't know if it's people who don't know any better bought it or if it was scalpers thinking they could sell it for $3,000. I don't fucking know. But whatever happened, eventually that shit sold out. And then it came back. And then it sold out, then it came back, and then, you know, it's like, I understand a scalper's selling that way. They're assholes for doing that. I don't like scalping at all. But like a scalper doing it, I get it. When it's like Amazon, Walmart, Best Buy, Newegg, when it's like literally the fucking place where you're supposed to get MSRP pricing from, when they do it, that's, to me, that feels a bit criminal. I think as private citizens, we should be allowed to want to sell our thing for whatever fucking price we want. If we want to sell a monitor for like $20,000, nobody's gonna buy it. But like, we should, you know, there shouldn't be any fucking whatever. You just do it. You know, be an idiot, I guess. But like when companies like that, it feels like they're colluding in some way to sell something at such a high price. Like, I don't give a fuck about economics or supply and demand. Who cares? Like, what is the point of MSRP if the stores don't sell it at that? What's the point? Like, somebody's fucking lying. So those are scams too, in my opinion. And they should be called out by someone far more intelligent than me that can more eloquently put it together. But it's like, it's $1,700 to $1,800, the MSI Supreme liquid cooled 4090. That is the MSRP. Best Buy sold it for that until they sold out. Right? And even that is fucking ridiculous. Don't get me wrong, the price of the 4090 is stupid, $1,600. And that's coming from somebody who bought a 3090 Ti. I don't want to say how much it was, but you know, it was a lot. I'm still paying that shit off. But at least they were like trying to target MSRP. Amazon was selling the same one for $2,600 to $2,700, depending on the timestamp that you went and checked on it. And it was straight from Amazon. This is not a third-party seller. I double-checked. That's bullshit. Okay? So to buy one for $4,000 and you get an entire system versus Amazon selling $2,700 for just the GPU, fuck out of here. I don't care if this was like, had like 2 90mm fans on it. That's still a better deal. I fucking could buy a cooler for it, you know, and still be better off than buying that GPU by itself. What a scam. Anyway, but that's me getting distracted. The scam we're talking about today is NZXT. All right. Yeah. So Gamers Nexus called it, man. They fucking called it. Look at all that. That's a lot of calling it. I mean, they even got a lawyer in here.
So what's wrong with me?
Which, you know, of course, could it be a fake lawyer? Yeah, but no, this is a real lawyer. You can look at all the info. Go to the website / look up this person's name. That's a real lawyer. So.
And to protect myself.
And you can fucking double check this information. And compare to what they're saying and think to yourself common sense wise, yeah, I guess it does kind of mean that you own nothing and that they can own any data they get from it. Like even if you wipe your drive, the way this contract is written, even if you wipe their drive, they're allowed to use recovery software if they want it. Like it's theirs, all of it. Doesn't matter, right? Like, so will they do that? Who knows? Maybe, maybe not. But again, Steve says this over and over. It's not about what they end up doing. It's about what they say they can do through either the contract or the agreements that you agree to as you click through and get locked into this plan or use this PC. You know? It's what they have written to allow themselves to do if they choose and or want, you know? You know, it's like me. If I sign you up to rent a room in my house, and in it I say that at any time I can kick your door down at any time for any reason, and I can slap you in the face with hot slices of pizza. But then I tell you, well, I wouldn't ever do that. But it's like, but you put it in there. Why? If you're not gonna do it, then don't fucking put it in there. And that was his point. If you're not gonna do it, why is it in the contract? Okay, we need to do something else. Let's switch it up. Let's switch up here. Let me go to intermission maybe. This will go into the ranting stuff. Absolutely. Yeah, shout out to Carl Casey at Whitebat Audio. I am leeching off of your music once again, as per freaking usual. Appreciate that you have found a business model that works for you, where you can like allow people to use your music, which is cool ass music, without them worrying about a fucking ton of horrible shit, as long as they give you credit. But then somehow, maybe you have a combination of things you're doing. Maybe that's not your own business, your only business. But whatever, you have found a way to do it, so that is awesome and appreciate it. I wish I could figure out some kind of cool ass shit like that to do, to both make a living, but then also provide. Thinking, what else? Should we just like go back here, see what the fuck shows up? Oh, Dan's is live. Well, it's been a while, man. I think he multi-streams as well. Zach, Morris, whatever. And then Devin, arm wrestling. Okay, that's a fucking crazy story. Look up Butterbean's story. Pretty crazy. This guy makes it look like he's eating an eyeball, but it's just a jawbreaker. Hawk Tua scam? What? No shit, that was a scam. You don't need to expose anything. The people who got scammed by that? Really? Dude, it's a fucking... Whatever, man. A lady who her claim to fame is the sound that you make when you spit, right? And you know, of course, there's more to it than that, right? There's some naughty stuff, but you know, basically, the layperson is just going to look at it, see Haktua, and they're either going to know or they're not going to know that is just all that is the sound you make when you fucking spit. That's her fucking nickname. Why would you take anything she's selling or promoting? You know what I mean? There's a promo part thing that you should be mad about. Like me unboxing NZXT is not a promo. And what we got with DeBauer here? No more suffering. What is he doing? What are you doing, DeBauer? You ripped apart a GPU. For why? Okay. Luma Dream Machine. Oh man, is that AI stuff? Yeah, AI stuff is weird. Okay, whatever, Nina. It's like sometimes I like her stuff and I think, oh yeah, she's cool. And then other times I think, well, no, what the fuck? What even are you doing? I don't know. Kimbo and Mr. Jai White. This clown talking about clowns. Well, he looks like a Roblox character in that picture. Gabe. Trash talk, huh? Trash talk. I don't know if I'll share that on stream, but I'll watch it. Wait, that's Butterbean. Did they fight? There's no way those two fought. There's no... Don Fry and Butterbean did not fight, did they? Maybe? It's possible, I guess. I haven't seen every fight he's done. I've seen most of them. Skibidi toilet. What happens if you consumed omega-3 fish oils for 30 days? Well, you consume a good amount, not too much, not too little. You'll be healthier unless you have some, you know, condition that, like you're allergic to fish or something. I don't know. Look at Floss. He's got some kind of boombox here. Check that out. Look, it's Ernest. Ernest P. Worrell. Jack Dempsey. Yeah. Don Fry. Oh shit, I'm getting lost here. I'm actually streaming, but I forgot. And I'm just looking at my YouTube here. Oh, he can sing again? Oh, hell yeah, Randy. Randy Travis. I'm good, Javier. It's the chainsaw president right there. Yeah. Yeah, fuck. What does he call him? Fuck the libtards or something, he says. What do we got here? Episode countdown. Countdown to what? What are y'all counting down? WKUK. Alright. I mean, two assholes. Both of them. So what does it matter? I mean, I guess if he didn't, if De La Hoya didn't like do any kind of criminal stuff, which I'm sure, you know, we've all done something that technically isn't legal. Maybe we sped one day, maybe we fucked up our taxes. I don't fucking know. We've all done something probably. But if he's just, you know, an asshole because of fighting and management and that kind of stuff, being in the business, then yeah, he's better than the other guy. Especially the way he this guy just promoting like, oh, look at me, I'm cool and awesome because I was in gangs. I hate that shit. So yeah, it's pretty awesome for him to get fucked up. Don't like him. It's funny, like some of the stuff he does, like smoking while he's weighing in and shit. Even though I hate smoking. Oh, it's Pogo. Tell me the truth. Said no one ever to Steven Seagal. Is Ethan Van Sciver the biggest threat to Comic Gate's success? No. Who are you? You're probably the biggest threat. You're probably what fucked it up to begin with. Who is this guy? Who the hell is JDA anyway? JDA. How do you find out who the fuck are you? Woke activists are mass reporting my main channel, and it's in big danger right now. Okay. So maybe that's just a meme title? Is this just a meme? I mean, don't get me wrong, like, you know, I just, you know, I'm wrong about a bunch of stuff. So I know I'm not right on everything. So even people I'm fans of, like, I don't understand the idea that they have to be right about everything. Because nobody's right about everything. You know, except Jesus. Nobody. Like, so like if he's wrong about some things, that, okay, yeah. Maybe he is wrong about something. Or a bunch of things. There's things that I don't agree with Ethan on. As a fan, you know, I'm just one of the many thousands of fans of Ethan Van Sciver. But like, he doesn't have to be right about everything. He just has, to me, for me to stay a fan of you, and maybe other fans are the same way, I don't know, but for me to be a fan of someone and stay that way, you just have to be overall a good thing, right? And then if you become overall a bad thing for, you know, whatever it is, if it's comics or movies or games or whatever, if you become more than, if you're, you know, the 50-50 split, like, switches to being, like, you're majority negative and bad for the thing, then maybe I'm not a fan of yours anymore. And maybe I have to switch to only liking certain creations, per se, right? Like, my favorite thing to, like look at this is, like, there were some things, like, I'm a big X-Files fan. And there were some things that, the actors, both the Mulder and Scully actors, have acted like and or said that was kind of stupid. Like, legit. And so, like, for me, that's just a reminder that I never liked the people playing those characters to begin with. Like, who I liked it was those characters. You understand? Like when I like a movie, I'm not meeting the actor when I watch that movie. And it's the same for all of us. It's the same with musicians. Musicians are even a better thing to put this way. A lot of people think because a song spoke to you, and don't get me wrong, like, music is more personal than a movie character. Because the actor, it's easier for an actor to act completely different than it is for, like, a song lyric to be completely different than the singer or the person who wrote the song. Which that's another problem with music is there's a ton of stuff that an artist makes famous, but they didn't write the song, so it's not them. They're just singing it really well, right? Or acting it out really well in a music video. And that's another thing, that we give too much credit to these people that present the thing to us, right? Without any further research. We automatically assign the characteristics of the thing that we relate to in the song or the movie character or the TV show character or whatever. We immediately relate that to the physical person, the real person portraying it. And I don't think that's healthy, because from my experience, most of the characters I've liked, the actors behind those characters have been nothing like the character that I fell in love with, right? And fall in love, that's whether or not it be, the typical like, ooh, that lady character, ooh, I like her, or just a dude that I was like, oh, that guy character, I want to be like that, whatever, right? It doesn't matter what form of enamoration I had. The more I would look at the interviews of that person with, an open mind. You can't be blindsided and just pretend everything they say is, just awesome. Like they just don't seem like those characters. There might be a flash of the same style of humor. Obviously if you're just paying attention to their face and like physically whether or not they're attractive or not, obviously you're looking at the same face and the same facial expressions. So you think that that's the same, but like, no, think of like, what is it they believe in? Like, how do they treat fans? Do they have TDS? That's a big one for me. You know what I mean? So like a lot of times you have these characters that it's like, there's no way that character would have TDS. They don't fucking care. Right? But then the actor behind that character is just blown up in the head. Fucking dunzo, gone, right? That proves to me you are not that character. I'll give a good example. Robert De Niro. There is not a single character that I know of, because most of his characters are badass in some way. Not a single character that feels like, oh, that's Robert De Niro. Maybe Meet the Fockers, where he's the dad who's got that weird fake breast milk thing feeding the baby, breastfeeding the baby with some fake breasts. Maybe that's the true Robert De Niro that came out. But like his mafia stuff, his fucking, the Taxi Driver, like none of, which again, some of those are reprehensible characters, which is another point I guess you could fight about, is should you like look up to a characterization of an evil person? That's another fight that you can have, and you'd be right, you probably shouldn't. But I'm just saying, like, if there's anything about those characters that seem awesome and or badass, it's not because that's how he is. Like Raging Bull, that's not him. That is a role he played, because in real life you can see how he actually is, or you can see what he has become, and what he has become is nothing like the badass characters that he has portrayed over his career. And I mean, I don't expect him to be honest. I mean, it's especially the over the top stuff, it's like Henry Cavill. Like, I don't expect him to be Superman in real life, because that's a fucking comic book character / alien that has superpowers. Of course that's not him. But my point is that the persona of that character in the movie, if it has some good, there may not be any good in the actor. The actor could be, just a real shithead to people. But in the movie, the character is good to people. So I don't think actors should get credit for their characters. unless the credit is, oh, you were able to pretend that really well. I think the credit for an actor should be on personally what they do, you know? Like, you know, if they do some good charity or something, okay, cool, give them props. But like, whatever the Hulk did, to me, has nothing to do with the actor that played the Hulk, right? Good or bad. And I feel the same way about villains. So like, if a character is evil and awful, I mean, maybe the actor is a really cool person. Doesn't mean that they're a serial killer just because they played one in a movie. So, I'm rambling. I think that's it for now. I guess I made my point clear. NZXT is a scam. They deserve the heat that they're feeling. You know, the social media heat that they're getting smashed with. They deserve it. Especially if they're not willing to come out and say like, oops, we fucked up. If you can't even say that, then yeah, you kind of deserve something. Something along the lines of thumbs downs and, you know, unsubscribe, and especially if your subscription is to their rental program. But like their YouTubes and their X's and things like that, yeah, they probably deserve to lose some following there. Yeah, I think so. And I don't know, like if you're like sponsoring them and you're getting, you know, your foot in the water of like saying over the top stuff during your sponsorship commercial, like you need to come clean 100%. Like if you know, if you were totally blindsided, okay, I guess, then yeah, say that, but then be humble about it. Don't attack Gamers Nexus because you were one of the worst fucking promoters of the company. So now you want to come out like, well, who is that guy? Let me see. Let me get Gamers Nexus. Where's Gamers Nexus? Let me look this shit up. Game. I gotta put this guy on blast to the 4 people who will see it. Where is this guy? Oh, that's cool. I like that. Wherever the hell this is, they added. Still don't see this motherfucker. This fucking knucklehead right here. This guy. Who is this guy?
But he definitely.
Who is this motherfucker here? Who are you? Well, you know what? Is that you and a seat? And a seat? Or is that your another sponsorship that you're totally not gonna lie about in your promotions? Dude, take the L, homie. Like, and yeah, if you want to pass it on to NZXT, you should have just done that. But trying to like say, oh, Gamers Nexus was wrong. For what? What were they wrong about, dude? For exposing what sponsorship deals are actually like, where there's tons of people like you that just say money, 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 and then you just spit out all the bullshit. And then you even create, I bet a bunch of stuff you created. Like, it wasn't even what NZXT told you. Half of the lies were from them, and the other half was what you might have created, right? Is that possible? I mean, it's possible. But you want to act like it's impossible. Maybe that's what the lawyers would tell you to do. I don't know. I don't know. I just think that's stupid. That's pretty dumb. Like, your commercials were pretty fucked up. Like you showed this PC, yours, right? But the thing you were promoting at the time, you can't get that. Like, Gamers Nexus tried, and you can't get that one. Not for that price. All you should have done, homie, was come out and say, That is fucked up. You know, good on Gamers Nexus for having the balls to speak about it. Because either you didn't have the balls to speak about it, or you didn't know because you didn't do your research. So which is it? Or the third, maybe you knew but you didn't care, right? But we're gonna assume that you're innocent. So assuming that you're innocent of any wrongdoing, you either didn't have the balls to speak out about it, or you didn't know it all because you didn't. And how do you not know it all? You didn't research what you were sponsoring. So all you have to do to get on the good side of the internet is to say, well, I didn't research it. Going forward, because some of the other people said that, going forward, I'm going to research things better, right? Well, here, let me see. Is Jonesy going to do that right now? Let me see. I'm going to do that. Where am I?
Bang, bang.
Okay, so the difference with my video is I'm not sponsored by them. I have no contract. I have no obligation. If I want to say it's a fucking shitty ass product, if I hate their box, if I hate the fucking wires, if I hate the fans, if I hate the thermal paste, I can say all that, right? I'm not obligated. This is an unboxing because I bought it on the shelf. So, do I have anything to apologize for? No. No, I don't. No, I don't. I apologize to myself for fucking wasting my money. When, if I would have just waited, I could have got the NZXT one from the beginning, and I would have picked an appropriate sized case for both the motherboard and the NZXT liquid cooler, and then I wouldn't have had to, as you'll see soon enough, mutilate the case just so that the X570 Dark motherboard would fit into it. Which is why I specifically got a 240 AIO, which again limited my choices because I couldn't get a 280 or a 360. Well, I might have been able to fit a 280. No, actually, not with that motherboard because of the wiring. That they would have conflicted because it would have been too thick, too chunky. So I was limited to the case and the motherboard, a 240. So if I would have had patience, I wouldn't have been scammed by my impatience. And then I would have got an Arctic cooler that hopefully no fucking scams or controversies for Arctic, please. Because I think personally that is the best cooler. So, anyway. So yeah, I don't know.
This is good.
So I just regret the money I spent on it. There's nothing else. What would I regret? What's the comment saying? He replies. The 361, but I hear it makes a lot of whine noise. Let's see. The 4 liquid freezer 3 or 20 RGB is great far, and I don't personally notice any whining noises at this time. Thankfully for me, it cools very well as expected. expected, and install was very easy with no software to worry about. I will hopefully have some footage of that in the coming months. Yeah, I know. Sorry. Slow
Okay, so
to get things going here. So much backlog of recordings to go through.
always look for, those surprises. Like one day I'm gonna find.
All right, what else? Let's see. The Liquid Freezer 3. Let's see. The Arctic
This is the
Liquid. Did I spell this wrong? Huh. I guess I did.
Going to be Gucci.
420 RGB is great so far, and I don't personally notice any whining noises at this time, thankfully for me. Cools very well as expected, and the install was very easy with no software to worry about. I will hopefully have some footage of that in the coming months. Sorry, slow to get things going. Oh, also I have a Liquid Freezer 360 AI. Whoops. AIO. AIO. And a Arctic Liquid Freezer 2 420 AIO, and all three have been great performers on their respective CPUs. Let's see. Freezer 3 360 AIO is on a AMD 5950X. Freezer 3 420 is overkill on a 7950X 3D, and the Freezer 2 420 is doing awesome even on a 14900K. Alright. Oh shit. Actually, the 420, I changed it from the 59. Okay, so first I put it on the 5950X, the 420. And then I switched that one. I moved the 420 to my 7950X 3D. But I upgraded the fucking I put a 360. So I gotta change that while we're here. Alright, hold on.
So you see where these power connectors are?
Alright, so let me go ahead and reply.
Where
Edit. 360.
For access.
Yeah.
With this bad boy. Right there-ish. No, we're good.
And then this one, I'll just mention.
Yeah, we're good.
5950X out very recently for an R2360, and I got a Arctic 420 for my 7950X 3D gaming build. And overkill Arctic 420 for my gaming build. Oh, the editing for those and other upgrades won't be too. Geez, why do I make so many typos? Thanks for all the dropping in and commenting, everybody. Update: I've switched this cooler on the 5950X out very recently for an Arctic 360 AIO, and I got an overkill for Arctic 420 for my 7950 X3 gaming build. Why a 420? Because blah blah blah. I felt like, why not? Hopefully the editing for those and other upgrades won't be too long away. Sorry for the delay. Edit it for typos and to specify which systems got the 420 and the 360 IOs. There we go. Save that. Edit. Arctic 360 and picked up a 421 for a gaming rig, and am much more impressed by those. Yep. Those. Edited. Specify which build got the 360 and which got the 420. Save. Rocking an Arctic 360, and my gaming rig is rocking an Arctic 420. Edit it to specify which of my builds got the 360 and 420. So, okay. Alright, what we got here? I just recently updated build to an Arctic 360 and my gaming build to an A420. Nope, an Arctic 420. Show some of the upgrades to the poor Frankenstein PC. the gaming rig to edited to show which build got the 60 to explain which build got the 360 and which got the 420. Okay, save. All right, cool. Now I need. Hold on. Where's Johnny? Here. Shorts. Let me make sure we do the same here. Comics. There we go. Cooler out very recently for an Arctic 360 AIO and my gaming rig to an Arctic 420. Why am the Arctic prices are so awesome? I feel like why not? Hopefully editing for those and other upgrades won't be too long away. Sorry for the delay. Edit it to specify which build got the 360 and which got the 420. Save. Alright. Not too bad, right? Let's see here. Sometimes you gotta check to make sure that everything sticks. I guess I could put this in the description. Bum, 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 da, 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 da. All right, cool. I think I'm good now. All right. Did I miss anything? No, I don't think so. I think we're kind of caught up. So I might be back in a little bit. I'm gonna end for now. And as always, do your own research, double check things, be careful, because you know some people have no scruples and others, I don't know, might make mistakes. But it is clear, do not rent a computer. Unless it, you know, don't get me wrong, if it's a very good deal and, you know, let's say you moved somewhere for, you know, a couple months for work or something, you just want something for those months, maybe, I guess, and you're just gonna play games and that's it, I guess, maybe. Yeah, there might be use cases for it. I don't know what those are. And then be prepared to wipe the fuck out of the hard drive. Like, supreme wiping. Something. Actually, no, because what if the contract says that the Windows operating system has to be left in a good operational state? Like, to me, when I sell PCs, I either replace the hard drives with fresh ones, brand new ones, or I just sell them without hard drives. And then now I'll install it if the buyer wants me to and they buy their own, that's fine. I will install a hard drive for them or whatever, or SSD or NVMe. But there's just too much like data theft out there to be putting a hard drive that I might have used out in the wild. The only hard drives of mine that ever go out in the wild are ones that have been broken by hammers, destroyed. And then for good measure, I put them in, like, we have a cat and you're supposed to clean the cat litter. Yeah, that's where I put electronic parts that I've broken and I'm trying to throw away, because I'm paranoid. And if you think about it, like, people can just take a hard drive and maybe it's not the person who takes it, but it's like the program they download on it that steals stuff from it, or the person they sell it to or give it to after the fact that takes and tries to get information off of it. So, yeah, I destroy everything, or I don't sell it with the complete package. So, yeah, renting is probably not good. Alrighty. So anyway, what a delay for me to say, have a great day. ciao everybody. If you see me again in a little bit, we could just pretend this never happened.